It's like the biggest mall on the East Coast. And they got a amusement park in the mall. They got a snowboard, John, in there.
What, in Jersey, you said?
In Jersey, Rutherford, New Jersey, right near the stadium, the Meadowlands, in North Jersey. They got there's like a snowboarding hill in there you can go down. Ice skating rink. Crazy. A full-blown amusement park, Nickelodeon Universe, they call it. It's like 6 roller coasters in there. It's like a legitimate roller coaster park inside the mall.
In the mall.
But the mall's not open yet.
But the park is open.
the park is open, but there's no stores open.
You know what that means? That park is now funding
the rest of the construction.
Yeah.
Apparently, so I was in court a couple weeks ago when I was talking to this lawyer from New York. And he was saying, I was talking about, my trip coming up. And he was saying, yo, that mall has been under construction for years. And it's been hitting roadblock after roadblock like crazy. So I'm like, all right, well, it's open now. No big deal. No, it's not open. There's no stores. I think it's a Ponzi scheme, bro. Wow. I'm 100% convinced it's a Ponzi scheme because there's no stores open. They tell you they have 100 stores that are going to be open in like May. Okay. Oh wow, which stores? Well, we don't have a list yet. Oh, word. Word.
Yo, it doesn't take us much to be suspicious.
Not at all, bro. Not at all. It's the scammiest scam looking thing ever. They got a water park in there. That's supposed to open.
Check. How far is it?
It's about an hour. It's about an hour and a half.
That's not bad.
Rutherford, New Jersey. It's
indoor.
It's indoor.
Indoor water park.
Yes.
Oh, I'm down.
Yes,
that's my favorite type of park. Like like, can you do Great Adventures right now? Still, like, can you still do Great Adventures? Like, do you prefer Great Adventures over Dorney Park?
I prefer just going to the shore.
Okay, like Wildwood,
like Ocean City.
Really?
Yeah.
You like the beach?
Yeah. You know why? Because I could just go and chill. I don't have to stand in line for 2 hours at a time every time I want to do something exciting. That 2 hour wait.
That's true.
For that 2.5 minutes of excitement.
Without the wait, though.
Without the wait.
Let's say it's a Tuesday.
All right.
It's a Tuesday.
I'm with it. I'm with it all day long.
What would you? There's no line in Great Adventures.
I need roller coasters.
No line in Dorney Park.
Nah, I need roller coasters and stuff.
So you need roller coasters.
Yeah.
You can still do roller coasters.
Yeah.
I cannot do them.
I do them, and I mean, you feel like you're going to die the whole time. Absolutely.
Oh my God. I do one for my kids, and then after that, my entire intestines.
No.
Are upside down.
This park we went to this weekend, there was something going on where every time we got in a line, the line would freeze up and they would start like testing the ride. So they just sending empty carts through the ride.
Nah.
Crazy.
Nah. I'm out the line. You staying there? Let me wait till the end of the test. So you tripping.
Not only did we wait till the end of the test,
waited until the end of the test. Why you think they perform? You don't ask yourself none of those questions. Why would they be?
I'm already getting on the roller coaster.
You already nothing. They could have been removing a dead body. Like, man, another one.
Not only did we wait.
Could they hurry up?
Not only did we wait, but we went and complained to management that we couldn't get on the rides. So they brought us an escort and fast-tracked us on the 3 rides back-to-back. Like 3 bananas fucking roller coasters. Yes, we still do roller coasters.
And
Absolutely.
your body's fine with it.
I mean,
body's fine.
I wouldn't say all that.
What do you mean you wouldn't say all that?
No, I wouldn't say all that.
So you're ignoring like nausea?
Yeah.
Why?
Little nausea, little back pains.
So you ignore what your body says.
Absolutely.
Your body like, I think this is a bad idea. And you're like, we're doing 2 more.
Yeah, we'll do 2 more. Matter of fact, we got an escort. We're going to go faster.
Nah, I'm good, man. You love it. I
love it.
You see, that's
we used to travel. There's a park in Ohio called Cedar Point. In Sandusky, Ohio, way at the top of Ohio near one of the lakes. All roller coasters.
Damn. So you prefer Great Adventures to Dorney Park?
Yeah.
Because Great Adventures have the better roller coasters.
Yeah, they do.
But Dorney Park got that water park.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to tell you right now.
See, you Caribbean too. You need that. Can you?
Let me tell you right now.
Can you swim?
Can I swim? Hell yeah, I can swim.
You can swim?
They call me Fishy Sam. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nobody ever called me that.
Wait, we about to start. That's
the
gonna be the new word.
Please don't. If somebody walk up to me and call me Fishy Sam, yo, just take 2 steps back afterwards, but your boots up.
My God.
But yo, that water park, bro. I'm telling you, I was in there. It was the wave, John. Like this. They create an artificial wave.
Yes.
Oh my God.
See, I haven't been on that. I can't remember the last time I've been to Dorney Park.
It's an ocean that won't swallow you. The ocean will swallow, bro. I'm telling you, man. After you've seen some of the stuff I've seen the ocean do. I was in Mexico. We went to this place called Lovers freaking whatever. Don't ever go there. The pictures are gonna be all that. Yes. Because you see the pictures and you're like, oh my God, it's just a remote island in the middle of the ocean and blah, blah. And you're thinking, cool. What you don't understand is there's no beach.
What?
These dudes, they get as close as they can to the island. Then you gotta like jump off.
What?
The boat into the ocean and then swim to the island, bro. And it's like a small beach. There was this dude that was there with his...
Wait,
oh
you go to Lover's Island and they make you Navy SEAL your way to land?
Bro, you literally throwing your bag over the boat first, like...
Yo!
Bro, you think... So, we so stupid. We should have known getting off.
Right.
If it's that hard to get off.
How do you get back on?
Oh, my God.
Wait,
getting back on is when you get injured. Okay, so because the pictures they made a decision. The ladies made the decision because they saw all the possible places we could take pictures from, and of all the places they saw, it was like that was the best.
That's the one,
and it was. But I don't blame the ladies. I blame the boat dude. Do you know? You know,
you
bro.
knew this.
You know.
But he wasn't gonna get his bread,
bro.
If he'd have warned
you, he could have been like,
he can't warn you, nah. Nah, he can't warn you.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something. Nah. Getting back on, you're like swimming with rocks. And then the boat is close enough and swaying in the ocean. And you have to kind of time double dutch in the ocean.
Where is this at in Mexico? I never heard of no shit.
Cabo? Cabo, I think it might be Cabo.
No.
I think it might be Cabo.
No. I can't believe people still go to Mexico. Can't you still get kidnapped in Mexico?
Yo, I mean, normally when we do it, it's a group of us and we on a resort. Now, if you getting kidnapped in Mexico, you got an Airbnb, bruh. You got an Airbnb. Don't you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have security issues, come on, man.
I'm not buying
Resorts, their bread and butter is you coming in. So they make sure that resort is safe. Because anything happened, like the people who died at those resorts because of the alcohol, yo, they might as well shut down, bro.
That was the Dominican, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That wasn't Mexico.
I know. It was just it was a resort. But I'm just saying, like, that's how important these tourists mean.
I've always followed the theory of how important tourism is, and so you stay close to the resort. No big deal. But I've heard horror stories. I don't know where you had to go to get kidnapped in Mexico. I just know I'm not going to Mexico.
You think they kidnap black people though?
You know what, dude?
Has a black person been kidnapped? Like, let's look at the stats now.
I can't. Not that I can't say for sure. Not that I can say so.
It's super. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not taking a chance. I'm not taking a chance. I'm a cop, so I'm only a little black as far as they're concerned. Mm-hmm. I had a couple of homies who went down a few years ago, all cops. Mm-hmm. They went down for one of them's bachelor party. Mm-hmm. And they was on their way back to the resort from a bar somewhere and got stopped by the police in Mexico. And got shook down by the police in Mexico. Cops shook down the cops.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did they know y'all were cops?
I wasn't. They
didn't say nothing? Or did they say, yo?
I wasn't there, but of course they said they was cops. They said, but y'all cops in America.
Whatever, bro.
Y'all not in America right now. And one of y'all need to make y'all way to the ATM. They sent one of them to an ATM.
Whole thieves out there.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm not going to Mexico.
I mean, I can't talk. Hey, the cops in Haiti, I can't really put them on trial.
I'm not doing it. I won't go. I can't go. And now you talking about going to some beach with no beach. You went to the beachless beach. That's fuck you.
Oh yeah, man. See, you don't got to worry about that at Dorney Park. That's my whole point. You see what I'm saying? You get the beach without the Dorney Park. You get the beach without the robbery. Without the robbery. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Oh my God!
What's good with you, bro?
I'm chilling, man.
You chilling, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm grinding still.
My man we all Sam Simonvil came in and brought me some hand sanitizer. That shit smell good too, man. What is that?
This is my wife's hand sanitizer.
That's good stuff, man.
Like
so are you
Bellini.
Are you still shaking hands, bro? Is that why you carrying that? Because you're still shaking hands?
You know what? I have caught myself shaking hands.
Yeah.
I have. It's a habit. I'm trying to break. You know what I'm saying? So I just start pounding now. Boom. Yeah. And people good with pounds.
I mean, people always been good with pounds. Yeah. It just seems like now it's almost like I feel like if I give somebody a pound instead of a handshake, I'm almost making like a character judgment on. Like I feel like if I give you a pound, you're gonna think that you might
if they
have
think like that, you don't need them as friends, okay?
I can't help myself.
If they think like that, you gotta cut them out of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to cut them out, weed them out, because they're not reasonable. Yeah. They know what the hell's going on. They should be getting pounds too. What's wrong with them? They should appreciate because I almost
feel like that is the judgment I'm making.
Wouldn't you appreciate a pound? Be honest. If someone walked up to you with a pound versus a handshake, wouldn't you appreciate it more?
I take it all the way down to the elbow.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm good with the elbow.
That's your circle.
Yeah.
That's your circle.
Yeah.
If somebody prefers a handshake, I
over
don't know.
In this day and age.
Yeah, I think you want too much from me as a friend at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Nah.
That's a lot. Especially like if you run up on a group of people and you only know one of them.
Yeah.
Now I gotta shake your hand, and then the rest of the group I gotta kind of figure out who patient zero is and shit.
Here's a better question: do you find yourself holding in your coughs and sneezes?
No.
Oh, I do.
Absolutely not.
I'm holding it in, bro.
Absolutely not.
I'm holding it in
because
people get nervous as hell when they hear.
Here's my thing: I'm only in a couple of places. Right.
Okay.
I'm at work. I'm at home. I'm at the gym. Right.
Oh, the gym. There it is.
But see, if I'm in the gym and I got a cough, what are the chances that I got the damn virus? I'm in the gym. I'm in here lifting weights and shit.
Yo, what the hell does that have to do with anything?
These people with the virus ain't working out.
What if it's day 1 for you, bro? It might not be day 17.
They don't know what the incubation period is either.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows
saying,
nothing.
Man. Everybody, oh my God, yo. Oh my God, yo.
That's funny as hell.
Oh my God.
That's a mess. Yeah, we don't. They know nothing about this disease. Donald Trump is on TV lying, talking about, oh, if you want a test, you can get a test. Where the test at, bro?
Yo, Donald Trump be winging it, bro. If you don't know that by right now, I know it's not until after a lot of his interviews they're like, Donald, what the hell?
What the hell was you talking about? If they even bother going through that phase anymore,
he might fired everyone who did that. What'd you say to me? You know what?
Like, why would you ask me that? Yeah, if they even bother asking him anymore, I'd be surprised if anybody is checking on them afterwards anymore, because it's just so much bullshit being laid out. Yeah, it's not true. None of it's true. So what's up, bro? You just how long have you been doing comedy, bro?
June will make it 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, since my first show.
Did you start here in Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. My boy Ben, he was doing comedy shows. I used to work with Ben back at Sprint. When I started off at Sprint, he was my lead. I was a rep. He was my lead. So he was like kind of my boss. But we worked together about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. And he had moved on and he was doing comedy shows. And I come support. And I came to the first show. And he was like, yo, you want to get on stage? I was like, what?
Wait, what? Comedy's the only genre where that happens.
Yeah, like where
you don't go to an R&B show.
Process, you don't
go to an R&B show and somebody just hand you the mic like, yo, you want to blow?
Hell no. But I was like, nah. He was like, nah, yo, dude, you funny as shit. Like, you could do this. And I'm like, nah. I was like, but he doesn't know this. I had been writing a comedy show for like the last year and a half. Just as a bucket list thing, I was like, I always wanted to do, you know, an hour. You know what I'm saying? and I'd been writing it for so I was like, I was at that point in my life where shit was rocky with me. And like my employer, like I really felt like, yo, like, they're about to close this channel. Like this channel, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it ended up closing. Like, motherfuckers filed bankruptcy. Like, shit ended up closing. But I was like, yo, I was just at that point where I was like, you know what? If I say no to something, it's not gonna be because I'm scared.
Right.
So I was like, all right, just put me on the next show. I didn't think he was gonna remember.
Right. Yeah, he remembered.
2-3 months later, this dude hit me up like, I need a picture for the flyer.
Oh, wow.
What?
Right on the flyer. Not even open mic or nothing like that.
Right.
Wow.
I'm looking. You know what's crazy? I look back at the flyer now, and you know who was on the show? Josh Kosh.
Oh, shit.
John Phillips.
Oh, shit.
Yo, bro, like it was a show.
Yeah, that was a show.
You know what I'm saying? So
where was it at?
It was at SA Cafe.
Oh, wow.
Up in Upper Darby.
Yeah.
Nice venue.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm like, all right, cool. I show up. So that was June. This June will make it 3 years.
17. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that show.
That's crazy.
That's how I started.
Right out those were some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they put you at on the lineup?
And they made me go first.
They made you go. All right, yeah.
They were running.
They spared you.
They spared me.
Yeah,
they
did
definitely
spare
spared me because they was like, you know what I mean? Yes.
I remember the first time seeing both of those guys perform. John Phillips, first time I saw him perform was at my motorcycle club, Chrome Shell Posse. We do a couple comedy shows every year. Mm-hmm. Nate, the landlord, is the president of my club, and we host a couple of shows every year. First time I saw John Phillips was at one of those shows, and he fucking killed. Mm-hmm. And that's a tough show. I did it myself for the first time a couple months ago, and I got washed. Like
where is it?
We did it at Treasures up on Germantown Avenue, but we get like 700 people in there.
Oh my God!
Easy. It's an open bar and an open buffet all night. So all night long you have a pretty sizable audience, but you also got like 150 people in line for the bar, and if they can't hear you, they doing their own thing. And they get louder and louder. Yeah. And that's what I ran into. Because my immediate audience, we was rocking. But the people in the back couldn't hear me. Mm-hmm. And then the people in the line behind them start getting louder.
And you're not a screamer.
I'm not a screamer.
You're not a screamer.
I'm not a screamer.
Like, that's not
an environment. And I learned that
that's
night.
Not a good, yeah, that's
that
what
was
you
not,
are.
It was, yeah, it was not
that
my
was
venue.
An environment thing.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that was crazy. So how long have you been in Philly? You were originally from Brooklyn.
Yeah, originally from Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
So lived in Brooklyn, born and raised. So first, like, 13 years, then moved to Haiti for 4 years. Well, yeah, came back.
For 4 years, you got like a Haitian degree? You had to go get your degree in Haitian, in being Haitian?
Yeah, bro. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I guess so. I appreciate it now because it's like I got to know my parents' culture in a way my siblings didn't.
Okay.
Like
they didn't do the move.
Hell, the move? You thought it was a move? Well, it was a.
They didn't do the extraction.
The sentence, bro. They was like, you a problem, bro. You got to get rid of the bad apple.
Is that why they sent you down there?
Yeah,
because you was acting up.
They was like, we don't want you to influence the good ones.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
are you the oldest, youngest?
Nah, I was like in the middle. I was in the middle.
Of how many?
Let me check out 5 sisters, 1 brother.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, Caribbean. Yeah.
Dad was giving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But him and mom's only had 5. So
okay.
And I was his second. For them to, but his first boy.
Okay.
So he I guess he figured, like, shit, man, we ready. I got a second. I got a backup. When we're gonna have to go, we're gonna make the call.
Send your ass.
We're gonna make the call, yo. We're gonna go. We're gonna go with Simba, little brother, yo.
That's crazy. Kimba.
Yeah, we gonna. He's not old enough yet. It don't matter. It don't matter. I've seen enough.
Yeah, he'll grow into it and pay like a pair of pants and shit, right? So they sent you down there because you was acting up and shit.
Yeah, I was acting up. I was doing stuff like cutting school. You know what I mean? I got caught shoplifting. Oh man, I got caught shoplifting in Philly, right in Philly.
Wow. I guess I'm lucky I'm not Haitian. Because I'd probably had to go do 4 years myself.
Oh my God!
You get caught that one time.
I was a kid though, and it was so stupid. You know what I was stealing? A lighter, yo. I didn't even smoke. You know why? Because I was so fascinated by the fact that all you did was push a button. See,
that was a new, it was new technology.
At that time, I had always seen people like roll the ball, and then I was like, "You just hit the button on this?" I was like, "I need one." You know what I'm saying? I didn't even smoke. Oh my God, it was the dumbest things I would do, bro. It was no explanation.
Technology always do it,
no
though. You know what I mean? So they sent you to Haiti for 4 years. How'd you get? Did you have to write the governor to be able to come back home?
Yo, bro,
how'd you get back home?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I turned 18.
Okay.
And then my oldest sister put my dad aside, like, yo, he 18. You know, he old enough now, he's an adult now. He could walk into an American embassy and be like, I'm here against my will. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they'll just fly him right back and you know what I'm saying? Like, then I think it'd be that's not a good way for him to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Back home, yeah.
And then, yo, within 2 weeks I was back.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like weird too, because it was both things were abrupt.
Okay.
You know,
going
like
and coming back.
At this point, keep in mind, like I've been now in Haiti 4 years. Now I've developed friends. I've developed a family. Like I've developed a support system. I'm getting ready to start school, and then I'm being told, "You flying back to the States in 2 weeks."
Wow.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
School, I ain't even gonna get to see my friends at school the first day and be like, bye.
Right.
Yo, when they find me on Facebook now, they be like, yo, bro, we didn't know what the hell happened to you. Yo, bro, you were like the biggest mystery to us.
You was already a political prisoner.
We would just sit 5 years later and be like, you remember Sam? Whatever. Like, because I just vanished.
Yeah.
I just vanished. It was like none of them knew where I lived. None of them hung out at my house. I was brought to school every day, and that's when we saw each other. Boom. And then one day you just stopped seeing me.
Wow.
No one knew my family. No one knew where I went, and they just never saw me again.
How long ago was this? Because there was no social media at this point.
Bro, I mean, I left Haiti when I was 18. I'm 41 now. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we the same age. Yeah.
This was a while ago, bro. Like, we talking 90s.
No shit.
Like late 90s.
Yeah, there's no Facebook.
Nothing. There's no internet. There's none of that, bro. It's all landline phone.
I didn't even have. When I moved in here, there was a landline phone hanging on the wall over there.
Yeah,
I don't even have a landline phone.
That was the era.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. So it's like I'm glad I got the type of face that I guess people say don't change. Like, people recognize me from like kids. Like, yo, you're Sam. I
had no idea we were the same age.
Yeah, 41.
Yeah, I thought you were younger than me, like considerably.
79, baby.
Yeah,
we out here.
Yeah, I just turned 42. I had no idea you was in your 40s. I thought you was like 35.
Nah, man.
Yeah. So your friends would definitely recognize you because you still look the same. Yeah. That's crazy. So they snatched you and took you down there, then snatched you back out. Now, you said you was gonna go to school. Is university free down there?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
So they put me. So the American schools, those that spoke English, they were expensive. They were like $300 a month.
No shit.
To go there.
Yeah.
The Haitian schools, the French speaking ones, was like 80. Guess what ones they put me in?
Word.
So from the gate, I'm like, you throw me in school, like all the teachers speak French. The books are in French. English was a subject.
So you didn't have any of that before you went down there?
No.
Your parents didn't teach you no Creole or nothing?
No, my grandmother spoke Creole. And she raised us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she didn't speak no English. She raised us, you know what I'm saying? Look, when you grow up as a kid, if somebody beating your ass, you're going to learn to talk whatever the hell.
Whatever language they speaking, right?
What about what? What you boo-boo? What does that mean? So we learned like broken down Creole. Like our Creole was good enough to like get corrected once in a while.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's what I went down there with, but no French. There was this kid in my class, Ryan. Ryan. He went to the States every summer. He spoke English. He became my best friend. This dude would like translate stuff for me, help me, pronounce stuff.
Right.
My advantage was in Haiti's like the school's all about memorization.
Okay.
Other than math, that's the only thing I had to relearn. Everything's memorization. It's like when they tell you study this chapter, chapter 1 through 3, they want you to recite chapter 1 through 3. You can't miss a word.
Yeah, they don't want to know how you felt about it.
You don't even
what you
understand.
thought it meant.
If I tell you, you won't believe. You could, if you're reciting 5 pages, yo, and on the 4th page, midway through, you missed a word on the paragraph, yo, they hit you and say start over.
Oh shit.
Which pissed me off because I was like, this is all you're doing is making sure I memorize it. I don't understand
you don't,
any of this.
You don't make sure I understand it.
Any of it. It's in French. I don't understand it. But I could tell you.
I know fries. I know toast.
Look,
that's all the French.
Look, I know les génégocios réunis au gonaïve pour entendre lire l'acte de l'indépendance. I don't know what it means.
What the fuck is that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, it was a good and a bad thing. It frustrated me because I was like, you're not focused on my learning. This is not evaluating my ability to learn. This is just my evaluating my ability to retain information, which, if you think about it, that is intellect.
Yeah.
You know, like you're intelligent because of your ability to retain information. What you've learned, you retain that information. So, you know, I get it. Smart means you come up with good ideas. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? You could have all the information and not come up with one good idea.
If you listen to a lot of intellectuals talk, you can tell all they know is what
they're reciting.
Yeah.
They're according to this study. It wasn't your study.
Right.
You just know about it.
So how did that affect you when you came back to the States? Because you had been in American schools. You went down there, you got beat up for missing words and shit, and then you come back, right? So how did that affect you when you came back up here? Well, you were grown.
Because
did you go to college?
Now I'm 18. Huh?
Did you go to college or anything?
Where? In Haiti?
When you came back?
Well, yeah. But there was a delay. Like, now I'm 18 and I can't apply to college because they're like, you ain't got no high school diploma.
Okay.
And
so you didn't get an equivalent education while you're down there.
For the last year again, and repeat like that senior year again. But I'm 18, so regular high schools won't accept me. Okay. So now I had to go to like California. Okay. And there was Tracy, there's this adult school in Tracy, California that would allow me at 18 to get my high school diploma versus having to get my GED. Okay. My sister was big on like, on the difference diploma. Yeah. Back then it mattered. Don't get the GED diploma. I get that. So all right, I went there, did that, and then now I could now enter college. Okay. Temple was not having me. Temple's like, nah, bro. Temple? Haiti.
North Philly University was being
you know
judgmental?
What? I took the Philly route, went to CCP. Okay. Went and got whatever. I think it was a certain amount of credits you had to get before Temple transferred you over. Went to CCP. They actually transferred all my credits. Okay. The only ones like I had to take from the adult school was stuff like social studies, U.S. economics, stuff that Haiti wouldn't teach. Right. But they accepted the math, the English. They accepted all that. So after I did that, transferred to Temple. Met my wife. Yeah. Rest is history. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Been in Philly since.
What kind of degree did you get from Temple?
Criminal justice.
Criminal justice.
Really? Yeah, man. Yeah, yo. I was really fascinated with becoming law enforcement, man.
No shit.
Yeah, man. I wanted to be a state trooper. They still have my application and stuff. Shit. I failed. Yeah.
Really?
I failed. Yeah.
That's a good gig.
Yeah. They asked me.
I tried state police too, bro. Don't feel bad. They're not good judges.
They got me out of here for being honest. Sometimes I be like, I shouldn't have told y'all this. Y'all would have never known.
Yeah. What'd you tell them?
It was like, have you ever recorded someone without them knowing? Right? And I was like, well, one time I was getting head, and
oh shit,
and I recorded with my camera, but then I showed it to what I mean. We had that type of we had talked about it earlier, right? And it was like, but at the time that you would press record though, that she didn't
hit record.
No, she didn't know.
Crazy.
And
yeah. This was Pennsylvania State Police?
Yes.
I tell you what I learned, because I went through their process twice. Their process is not a selection process. It's an elimination process.
Yeah. Well, they eliminated the shit out of me.
An elimination process.
I didn't even smoke weed at the time.
No shit.
And the guy was like he wasn't buying it. He was like, so you don't smoke weed. He's like, nope, don't smoke weed. He didn't believe. He's like, wait, you don't smoke weed anymore? Or you don't smoke weed? Oh no, I've never smoked it. You've never even tried it. Can I tell you something? Do you smoke weed or something?
Can I tell you something as an investigator? As an investigator, talking as if I was having a conversation with somebody who lived in the islands at some point, and they told me they never smoked weed,
I would ask them 2 more times too. Era, bro. I grew up thinking it was drugs.
Yeah.
They thinking it was no different from crack.
You remember what they told us about drugs back then? Yeah.
So, I mean, I grew up thinking, you smoke weed today, tomorrow you on the side of the street. Come on, man. Suck you, come on, man. Suck you off for some weed.
I saw a meme.
Like, that's what I thought.
I saw a meme this morning that said it was like a teacher looking real goofy, talk about how they told us back in the day, people are going to offer you free drugs all the time. Yeah, that's not true.
You know, their intentions were in the right place. True. You know, their problem is, that's the problem when you launch something naturally without testing it fully first. Launching it in an area and see if you see a difference. Because the problem could have been contained in one area.
Yeah.
You end up showing kids drugs. Yeah. People learned about
exactly
drugs
what
from
they
there.
Look like,
and then they're like, so people usually take this when they're going through a lot of problems. And these kids are like, I'm going through a lot of problems. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was
my math grades
but you wouldn't have thought that.
If
you would have learned that if you would have just launched it from one little area. But nah, you believed in it so much, and you're gonna dare commercials everywhere. Yeah. I bought it. Yeah. I bought it.
This is your brain
on drugs. It made me
drugs.
not do drugs. I guess it didn't completely not work because it made me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard to measure. Like that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna come forward and say, "Dare work for me."
Nah, I get that. But that's a tough gig to get. State police is a tough gig to get, and it will. How come you? Why did you stop there? As far as like trying to become law enforcement, was that the end of it for you?
You know what? I kept getting promoted.
Okay.
I was in the wireless industry at that point, and it's like that is a lucrative industry. And it's like when you start looking at the money you're making, like, yo, if I was to accept any entry-level police, federal, whatever job right now, I'm taking a pay cut of at least $40,000.
Oh wow, yeah, you was rolling.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It was like I had learned how to negotiate and leverage my way to making the type of money that when Sprint asked me to come back, and I had to take. They understood. We agreed I'd be taking a $10,000 pay cut.
Okay.
Like we're maxed out, man. We can't give you more.
We can't give you more money.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then. Is that what you want to do? No. Is that what you're passionate about? No. But it's like, yo, what you would love to do and what you love, what you want to be passionate about, it's like it takes the back seat. It now looks like your dream versus the best decision for your family.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, it now looks like a selfish thing. Yeah. I wanted to be a cop for me. That was my dream. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now I'm in a position where I can better take care of my family financially here. So it's like, it makes it an easy decision. You know what I mean?
Get that. So I get that 100%. Yeah. I was fortunate. I didn't. We got pregnant with our baby while I was in the police academy. So I had to take a pay cut to become a cop too. Not $40,000. I had to take like a $10,000 pay cut to become a cop. But we didn't have kids at the time. We decided while I was in the police academy to have a baby.
Right. And now you're
You know what I mean? And at this point, now I'm at that point where I can't even justify going to college because it would cost me so much more than it would benefit me financially. Like income wise, like I can't make but so much more money.
Yeah.
In this industry, and if I was to go leave for another one, I'll be in the same boat you was in. Do I stop? Do I take a $60,000, $40,000 pay cut to go start something else? So I understand where you're coming from completely. But the state police is a tough gig to get. I know a lot of people who try that, and then that's kind of like the end of it for them because they don't want to be bothered with it no more. I mean, like I said, I wasn't in that position. So I kept trying, and I tried Philly, and I got on with the city. Yeah. But that's crazy. I didn't know you had a criminal justice degree.
Liberal arts.
Like that. I can't believe people get those degrees. So many people get those degrees. Is that your ring from Temple?
Yep. Yeah,
what's on there? Like a scale?
I'm satisfied where it says.
The Lady Liberty with the blindfold on and some shit. What's on there?
That is criminal justice.
BA. No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, I never knew that, yo.
2012, yo. You know
that's funny. You know what I got my degree in?
What?
Culinary arts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You look like an attention to detail ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can see you in the kitchen.
And you know what? I got a culinary arts degree for the exact opposite reason of that. I didn't feel like being bothered with college. I was so educated out by the time I got out of high school, bro. I was like, I do not want to go to college.
I feel you on that.
I just didn't want to go.
I feel you on that.
So I went to this culinary school out in Pittsburgh. I got an associate's degree. I'll tell you a funny story. We was out there. It was me and a bunch of homies of mine from school. Mm-hmm. We went to a job fair out there in Pittsburgh, and we all walking around checking out the hotels that are hiring, restaurants, and all that stuff. We got our chef gear on from class and shit, and there's this Pennsylvania state trooper sitting at a desk with the hat on.
Looking sharp as hell.
Yo, come talk to me.
Boots?
Boots? No, he wasn't wearing the boots. He was a regular trooper. He wasn't like a motorcycle cop.
Okay.
Like that. He was, but he was like, trying to get us to come talk to him about becoming state troopers. And we was like, man, ain't nobody trying to be bothered with that little ugly ass uniform and the whole fucking thing. And then I found myself like 15 years later busting my ass trying to become a cop. I've never worked in the kitchen professionally.
No?
Nope.
Did you have a passion for it?
No.
Okay.
Nah, not
that
at all.
Makes sense.
I went to school. I did an internship down in Florida, and then I got a record deal with my group, the Deadly Snakes. We did these guys over here.
Oh,
we got signed to Tommy Boy Records, and I did the whole rap shit for like 3 years.
You did?
Yeah.
I rapped for like maybe a year and a half.
That's it.
A year and a half, bro. A year and a half. My pinnacle was performing at Brooklyn College.
No shit.
Yeah.
I performed at McGonigal Hall.
And UPenn Spring Fling or some shit like that.
We did that. We did a whole. I did a whole lot of stuff with the Snakes. We were signed to Tommy Boy for like 2 years, and then when that fell through, I went into the workforce. I started working and shit.
Yeah.
But nah, I never cooked professionally. I never used my culinary degree. Other than
what about home? Do you? So you don't like cooking?
Nah, I like air fry. I air fry chicken and shit.
You air fry?
Yeah. You don't have an air fryer, bro?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have an air fryer,
Is that the new thing?
Yes. Absolutely, that's the new thing.
I don't understand how it's cooking it with the air.
It's just a convection oven. It's a convection oven is like an oven with a fan inside.
Right.
And what that does is the fan moving the air around, it accelerates your cooking time. So things don't take nearly as long to cook. So a typical convection oven looks like any other oven. You fold down or you open sideways, and it's usually got a fan in there to blow the air around. All the air fryer is a countertop convection oven. You put your food in, there's a fan and a heating element, and the fan blows the air around inside the oven, and it just cooks your food faster. That's it.
I'm gonna look into it.
You can cook anything in there, vegetables, meat.
I don't trust you. I don't trust nothing new, bro.
Bro, it's not
trust
new.
issues.
That's just the thing. It's not new.
I trust issues, yo. I disconnected my Connect for that reason.
Bro, I make steaks in there. I air fry chicken. I threw some bacon in that motherfucker last night. Just some bacon randomly. You can cook anything you want in there.
Air fryer.
I don't know why.
I don't like two words that don't go together.
I think the reason they started calling it an air fryer is because it's actually a healthier way to make fried foods.
Really?
Like, as opposed to dropping your chicken
in
like
grease. I get it.
In
That's
the
true.
grease. What you do is you batter your chicken however you're gonna batter it. Like if you're just flouring it, then you get like a spray, and you spray it with a spray vegetable oil or something like that, and you use like a fraction of the amount of oil you would, and you get the same results.
Really?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna look into this air fryer business.
You gotta get yourself an air fryer, bro.
I'm gonna look into it.
Absolutely. So I want to talk about, because you dropped a hit on us the other day online. Available on iTunes. Now I'm not an Apple.
It's on Spotify now too.
All right, never mind the iPad. I typically listen to music on my Galaxy phone.
Okay.
When is it going to be on Google Play?
It's going to be on every platform within the next 2 weeks.
Okay. So
within the next 3 weeks, I think they said once it drops on iTunes, within 3 weeks after that, it should be out in everything else. So okay. I already saw it. For the people that just want to check it out, I already saw it on YouTube. YouTube already put it out.
Okay.
Like, I put out two options.
Okay.
If you like, because there's two different types of people I think that are out there, and I think they're both equally important. There's the people who want to support you. They want a way to show their support, and it's available for those people. It's $10. You know what I'm saying? You go to iTunes. You know when Tidal has it, you can buy it from Tidal. And it's $10 if you want to support. But there's also people that's like, nah, I just want to check it out. I don't even know who this person is. Like, why would I invest money in this person? But I think, you know, they're just as important. Like, how do you reach them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pay $10 to support you. I'm not gonna pay $10 to check you out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for y'all, there's that option too. It's already on Apple Music if you want to stream it for free. If it's on YouTube if you want to check it out for free. It's like, for me, it was more important that I put a part of me out there, because I've been doing comedy almost 3 years, and I have no part of me out there. None. You know what I mean? And I think that whole being 41 and like looking at like Kobe dying at 41,
crossing that line,
and you looking at it like, but in the 41 years he's lived, he's left us with so much.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, he'll never be, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, what the hell did you do? You left a few companies some great sales.
Yeah.
You made a lot of people richer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's no part of you that you've left for the world to even remember you or even identify you as. You know what I'm saying? And I also hate watching myself.
Really?
I don't do it.
It's
so hard to see myself look like that version of me. Yeah. That I don't recognize. Like, dude, that's not you. You look at you. You're trying too hard. You don't look comfortable. Look, you were affected. Like, it's something that I just put aside. So it's like I had all this footage, and I was like, how am I gonna make myself watch them? And I think this project made me like, there's no other way. You know what I mean? Because it was
so you had to watch yourself to find out, to pick out what you wanted to use.
My bar was simple. If it made me laugh.
Okay.
It's hard enough for other comedians to make comedians laugh. Like, it's hard enough for another comedian to make me laugh. For me to make me laugh, that's damn near impossible.
Yeah. I get that.
Watching me, it's damn near impossible for me to watch me and then laugh.
I hear that.
So it's like, I let that be the bar. It's like, it made it immune to judgment for me, because it was like, I wasn't trying to pick what would make others laugh. I just picked what made me laugh, and then I just, whatever did, I just cut it aside and then just put it in its own album. And I believe there's power in numbers.
Okay.
And I said, you know, depending on how many minutes it is total, I'll see. Because, you know, I didn't even think of the album until I was like, yo, man, we're broke as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting there talking to my wife, and I'm like, I got to create 3 new streams of income. And I was like, how do I work smarter? Like, I'm working hard as shit. I'm beating up my body. I'm beating up my cars. I went to the dealer the other day to get like one of those, like, give me a diagnostic, paid the $135 for that. I'm thinking this boy gonna give me like a quick thing to take to the poppy, get this part switch out. This dude started listing stuff. Towards about the 4th or 5th thing, he started sounding like Charlie Brown. Like, like, I already knew, like, I was in over my head. Right. I'm beating everything. So I was like, yo, I got to figure out a way to work smarter. And like, this album, it allowed me to touch on all those things. Lead even a part of me out that people could know me as, like, this is who this dude is. And I think it makes it simple. Like, if you book me after this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you hear me for 52 minutes, right, you shouldn't have a question on, like, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah, I hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that what made you do an album as opposed to like as opposed to like a video? Is it available on video at all, or is it just an audio?
I haven't made that. You know, I want to see how the album does first. Okay. I think the album was important for me because, all right, so this is what made it easy for me to watch myself. Ready? Right. I wouldn't watch. I'd play the video, but just hold the phone up to my ear. All right. And just listen to it first. Yes, I definitely cheated. Yeah. So I just listened to it first, and believe it or not, that's when I laughed first. Okay. And it made me want to watch it. Okay. And it made me realize how intricate comedy is, how important every little subtle sound, every little pitch in your voice, everything really matters for comedy. The comedians you love the most, they've mastered those things. They're not out there screaming.
You can't tell.
You can't tell until you.
It's not apparent.
You're watching them and you're thinking it's the performance.
No.
Whereas it's that too. Yeah. The best ones is that too, but they've also, in addition to the performances, have mastered the audio, how they sound,
everything from
the
word economy to inflection, all of that.
So I felt like there were, in the segments that I made me laugh, I displayed like that. That's what made me laugh, and it was easier to hear them in audio. Okay. It was easier to focus. Like, if it's an audio album, when are you listening to it? On your way to work, in the car, by yourself? Like, what else are you paying attention to?
Right. You're not just
nowadays.
watching.
You know how people watch TV? I got a wife and a daughter. You know how they watch TV? Yeah. The TV's on and their phone or tablet is in their hand. That's how they watch TV.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep, you're right. That's the way I watch TV.
So that's not how you listen to an album?
No.
So it's like, for me, it's like, hear me first. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, if enough people want to see me, then they can. And they can also have an idea of like how I constructed it. Like the intro, for example, that was 3 different videos. Okay. Like one video of me, I watched the whole set. Like, it was like 5.5 minutes. I kept 17 seconds. I was like, this is the only part of this video that made me laugh.
This is me at my peak.
Garbage.
This is me at my peak. 17 seconds of peak.
And you know what's frustrating? It's always the part where I'm just like, unscripted.
It's never the material.
Yep.
It's not the material.
Yep. Some it's like doing comedy, it makes you respect the best comedians even more, because you realize there's a big difference between being funny and preparing to be
actually
funny.
Doing a set. That was one of the reasons why I went to Philadelphia Comedy College. Because you went to Philadelphia Comedy College too, right? Yeah. I went there because I felt like I was funny and I could tell a joke, but I had no idea what it meant to put a set together. Mm-hmm. And I needed to learn that. And I wanted to learn it as fast as I could from knowledgeable people. I could go out and do comedy for 3 years trying to figure it out. I could spend 5-10 years trying to figure it out. And I felt like if I went to the comedy college, I could get it in a consolidated fashion. It actually worked out.
It accelerates the process. It definitely does, because like you said too, is like I needed to know how to hone into a set. One of the things that was very difficult for me to do was like go out there and like do the same set as.
Oh, I struggle with that.
I struggle with here's the problem. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah. Of me doing if I see me, I don't want to see me do the same thing.
Yeah. Now, if I'm in Philadelphia one day and Austin, Texas the next,
that's a different story.
That's a whole different story.
That's new.
But if I'm in Northeast Philly and then in Southwest Philly the next day, like doing the same set, it don't feel right.
Right.
I'm actually to a point. I'm in a position where like I actually enjoy writing a set more than I enjoy performing it.
Like, I mean, you're to the point. That's everyone.
I could give or take getting on stage any day. I'm cool. Like I'll walk into a mic.
You should look into writing.
I would love to, because I enjoy that more than performing any day of the week. Yeah, I enjoy this more than I do stand up.
Yeah, man.
This is my shit. I love this shit.
Yo, this is fun.
Yeah, I could do this all day long. But like actually getting up and doing a stand up, I'm like, because I'm either nervous because I don't know my stuff, or I'm nervous because I do. I felt myself. We did the show for my birthday a couple weeks ago, and I was nervous as fuck with material I knew inside and out,
because it matters.
And I was just like, I don't know, something's wrong. I'm not nervous,
dude. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. People don't know. People don't understand. Till this day, bro. Till this day, like till this day, when I'm about to go on, like I have to control my breathing. All right, stop.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Like it's really like it's what makes you a comedian. The fact that you still go out there with that. That's what makes you a comedian. It's not the success. It's not the money. It's not there are people who cannot make themselves get on stage because of that, who cannot get past that.
They cannot do it. You're absolutely right.
And the fact that time and time again, regardless of how many times that happens, regardless of how frequent it is, we still get back out there. That's what makes us comedians.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what's up, man. Yo, bro, thank you for coming through, man.
Man, anytime, man.
This was fun, yo.
Anytime, yo. This was a lot of fun.
Crazy, man. I can't believe your parents deported you.
Yo, man. Yep. Got me out of here, man. It's a common Caribbean threat, but not a common Caribbean occurrence.
An actual accident. I'm glad you made it back, man. Because
me too.
We're all better off for it, man. My man Sam Simonvil. The album is called The Best of Sam Simonvil.
So far. Yeah.
So far. Right now it's available on iTunes. It'll be available everywhere in a couple of weeks.
Apple,
so
it's available
all need to get on
iTunes,
this.
Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube.
That's what's up.
Those are the ones that I've confirmed it. And like Tidal, I really wanted to hurry up Tidal because that's Jay-Z, my boy. You know?
Yeah, but they snobby, man.
Are they snobby or are they taking forever to get it to them? You know what I mean? Like, are they putting Tidal on the bottom of the list, yo? Are they like, nah, we gonna get these Apple? You know what I'm saying?
You think they might be
it's like, no, I'm joking, Apple. I'm joking. Don't do that. Yo, Apple, I'm a comedian, bro.
My man Tim Cook in the building. Peace to Tim Cook.
Yo, Apple, I'm joking.
Yo, what's up? Listen, y'all, this has been the Arnell Agenda. I'm your host, Lawrence Arnell. I don't know why lately I've been introducing myself at the end. At the end of the show.
It's not bad. Last impression.
Impression.
So you're not doing it in the beginning?
No. We just started talking.
Do it in the beginning. Well, you know what? That's a dope feel.
I like it.
All right. Well, yeah. That's your thing.
Yeah,
that's your thing.
That's my thing.
All right.
This is the Arnell Agenda. I'll catch up with y'all in the next one. And in the meantime, whatever you do good first. All right?
All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace.